हेलो एंड गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। नमस्ते। जैसे आप लोग को सबको मालूम है कि पिछले कुछ दिनों से हम लोग इंटीरियर डिजाइनिंग के ऊपर हर रोज अलग अलग टॉपिक पे हम बात करते हैं। तो टुडे वी हैव एस्टर जोस विथ अस हु विल स्पीक ऑन possible finishes in interior designing. So I will give you a small brief about, I will introduce SS. He has MCom graduate, then he has done MBA in marketing. He has done diploma in saw decorating, saw milling. He has done a lot of work in Indian plywood industry and research institute. Currently, he is director of Cefla India. Cefla is an Italian company, is in finishes, and he's director for Southeast Asia के लिए Estes sir is director. He is handling entire Southeast Asia, and he has worked for lot of brands. He has developed a lot of brands. Like if I talk about German kitchen company, so C. Bauformat, he has played major role to set this company. Then since 7 years, he is working with Cefla. So today he will discuss on the finishes part, what kind of finishes are available in the market and what kind of finishes we can, we can develop. So welcome, Estes sir. And now dice is yours. You can start your presentation, and definitely by your knowledge, by your experience, students will learn a lot of things today. Thank you, Estes sir. Now dice is yours. You can start your presentation.
Okay, so thanks, Bharji, for giving a privilege to give my little knowledge to the students who are participating. And before that, Mr. Abhijit, can you just give a brief presentation of what Cefla is and just taking to the lab in Italy to get an idea what we do? Okay, please, Shara.
Abhijit sir, can you share this presentation? Abhijit sir? Abhijit sir, there is no sound. Abhijit sir, there is no sound.
Sound नहीं है?
I think so. Thank you. That's really loud.
Still no sound, sir.
Range of machines, all of which are fully functional. Actually, this laboratory is where we develop the majority of our latest technologies. It's a place where you can arrange to run a test on one of your products, define your production parameters. Printing. Here is where we perfected our automation software to handle complex geometries and 3D objects on overhead lines. Anything from windows to musical instruments. And there's even more to discover. So just bring your product along to the lab and test drive our integrated solutions. Get a close-up on the key features of each technology. The lab is a place where you can discuss your process with our experts, learn a few tips from the laboratory team, and discover the benefits. Now, whatever your substrate is made of, we have researched the solution. Some of these are tailored for small production batches, especially for niche and third-party players. Others are tuned to the needs of multinational manufacturers. The best way is to use our lab to work out the ideal settings for your product. The lab, where our patents are developed, where our experts share their knowledge, where you and your team are welcome to fix a visit, participate in our annual showcase event, Chifla Live, or join us at the Italian Finishing School. Come and verify the quality finish on your own pieces. Our lab is also at your disposal. Together, we make the future of finishing.
Thank you, Abhijit, for sharing the video. Okay, good evening. So shall I start, Abhijit? Is it okay? Okay. Is it audible? Am I audible? Okay. Yes. So Bharatji has introduced me. Thanks for the privilege. And he said regarding the finishing. So finishing in a simple term is the final product. It does mean that from sanding onwards to the final product of finished product. So that is what we have to discuss about here. So it's a lot of process to be added to get a final product. Now the good thing is India is looking towards to have a finished product from their factories, and this generation has to make a mind transformation of assembly to disassembly finishing. What does mean that we have to disassembly all the parts and finish it in such a way that and the components should be assembled again, so we get a real right finish for the end product. That is our aim is. And as Chefla, we started almost 20 years back in India, and our base is from Italy, and that's how we operate in India. So let me take to you what Chefla is before explaining what finishes are available. So this is the presentation of my company, Chefla, and you can see we started in 1932, and we are in engineering, finishing, medical equipment, and lighting. And I take care of finishing here in SAR countries. That is what my area is. And it started in, as I said, it is in 1932, and we have offices in Italy, Germany, Moscow, China, US, UAE, India, and presence of in almost 32 countries also, other than this. And you can see we started in 1932 and Chefla finishing in 1950. That's how the company division started in during the past years. I'm just browsing through it because I don't want to get you bored. Just only relevant. This is our logo is making, motto is making your life better. So based on that, we work. We have almost 715 patents till 2019. That means our R&D is very strong. Every year, many patents have been booked. Our company is a 585 million euros turnover company, and sales are growing. And now it is this year it is almost nearing 600 million. These are our presence, where we have factories in Italy, in Germany, in Russia, in US, and in China. And these are our major business, engineering, finishing. I already told about this. Then I'm just browsing through the main area. And we are in dental equipment chairs also. These are the details.
sorry to interrupt you, but there is request. Can you go a little slow, please?
Okay. Sure. Because why I running it out? Because it's not related to finishing, no, because it's other finishing areas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I can understand. Yeah.
Anyway, I share this PPT to Abhijit also. So anytime your students can browse through it, they are most welcome. And this is the LED light section where the brand name is called Luciferus. And this is something interesting. Maybe the students may be interested to know about this. Through the LED light, we can do agriculture. We don't have to get the sunlight directly. So this is another development from Chefla. So you just put the LED light. So these LED lights capture the spectrum light from whatever spectrum of light is required now will be captured, and it will be given to vegetables like brinjal, tomatoes. So anything is possible without a sunlight. So this technology is picking up very well. In almost we are doing one in Saudi Arabia also. That too strawberries. You don't believe strawberries from Saudi Arabia you can get very soon. And this is finishing unit again. So in the finishing segments, as I said, no, finishing is a very broad area. So we have in spray coating system is the roller coating systems are the drying system are the, then vertical ovens are there, UV ovens are there, then linear ovens are there. Because this terms are not very much, I know that the students cannot catch very easily now. But these are the finishing terms they will learn when they come into the field shortly. And the other one is the digital printing, that is plotters and the single pass. I will explain to this one by one. So what is spray coating? Spray coating is nothing. It is an automatic spraying machine. This is the spraying machine. So once the material pass through the machine, you can see the feeding area. Once you feed from that roller, it will go inside and it automatically detects the size and dimension of the door or wardrobe or whatever material you are entering it. It automatically detects and it sprays on top of it and it comes out. That means there is no human intervention in this, all automatic. And the paint can be controlled. So we can decide how much gram per square meter to be applied so that there is no wastage of paint. We know at the end of the day how much it is consumed. Whereas in the manual labor, we don't have any control. We are talking about 40 to 60% of overspray. So that doesn't happen here. Here the overspray is minimum. That means only 10%. So imagine the saving of paint by using this automatic spraying machine. So my message is here. Now India is catching up with this kind of finishing. Earlier, people used to invest only for the modular machines. That means the panel saw, beam saw, edge banding. Now, people started thinking about investing on the final product also, because whatever you see is the final product. So once you have a very beautiful product only, that will be accepted, well accepted in the market. That is what China also doing now. Because we have #2 market of Chefla is China. You don't believe that, because we make entire machines for the Chinese market in our China factory only, and that too we cannot cater there. We get the machines from Italy also to China. So you all know that why China has improved so much in the market, even in India and world across. But I tell you now, the past 6 months, this has been changed now. Maybe because of this embargo with China, with other nations, or due to some other reasons. After the COVID situation, it has improved drastically. Now all our factories are crowded with orders from US market and Europe market, because just 2 days back only I had a India trip and came back to my office. So that means no, the students who are joining now are the very privileged one in the future, because you get the big pie from that, because these markets and the factories coming up now, all factories are in the range of 1 lakh square feet. Even I went to a factory, it is, you don't believe, in India, 14 lakh square feet of factory. So normally all factories are within 1 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh factories are coming up in India. So all these factories require very talented, educated people like you. And this will be an asset to get trained in this institution also. That I will congratulate, compliment Mr. Bharat for this initiative always. Then coming back, we depending on the production, we can suggest to the customers what kind of machines can be used. If they have a small quantity of 300 to 400 square feet per day, there is a machine. And if they want to go further, the productivity has to be increased. Then we have another machine called iBotic, which can be, we are talking about 5,000, 8,000 square feet per day. So we have various kind of machines in our kitty to discuss and consult with the customer, and we will provide the right solution for their needs. This is roller coating system. Suppose we don't have any raised panel, only flat panels. Say no raised panel means you might have seen the panels like anyway, I will show you once it is coming. Flat panel is just like a MDF panel. So once you have that quantity, big quantity of that, this can be used. We are talking about 800 sheets of 18:4 sheets per day. That is the quantity we can achieve on roller coating. Why this means India is changing. The requirement is coming in a big way. So people are asking for 2,000 sheets per day, maybe 800 to 2,000 sheets per day, maybe more also. And some are working for 2 shifts. So that is a good sign. Why I am telling this now, because Bharat knows this, because in Germany and Italy, now we see a companies producing 500 kitchens per day, 1,000 kitchens per day, 2,000 kitchens per day. So that's a huge quantity. When we talk about 500 kitchens per day, it is, we are talking about 8,000 18:4 sheets are cut and used for final finish. So that kind of production may start in India. That is the signal we are getting, as we are the first person who the customers come and meet to us and discuss. So this is going to change the Indian scenario of furniture industry very soon. And our compounded annual growth rate is going to be almost 13 to 13.5%. It's a huge jump in the coming years. So it's all privileged students is going to have the big share of it. And this is another coating technology. This is called hanging line technology with the robot. So bigger door frames like 3 meter, 4 meter, all those things can be painted. See, this all without human intervention. Huh? Because see, once an human error comes in the painting system now, it is rejected. That is what happened in the factory nowadays. And the efficiency and the productivity also very less now. But with this kind of system, we can assure that the productivity is consistent, and the quality and delivery also, commitment of delivery also. So I'm just briefing you and showing you some factories, which is maybe if you are in India also, some are in France, some in Italy, some in Germany also. So these kind of factories are coming up in India also. So surely our people has to be equipped for this also. And of course, I had a discussion with Bharat also regarding this, and a few privileged students will be, we are discussing on the Italian finishing school training also, that he will impart to you regarding the details. Then wrapping technology. This is another technology where the door and door frames, as you can see in the right hand bottom corner, that is plastic, wood, and fiber cement also. We can, for anything now, we can wrap with wood veneer, even paper veneer, melamine paper, anything we can wrap on it. So we have a solution for wrapping also. This company of Chefla is in Germany. It is, the brand name is called Duspol. And we have another technology for molding technology. These are all customized solution. If a customer comes to us and they want something, a unique solution, we sit across with them and we develop that solution and we deliver it. That also is a possibility. So likewise, if you take IKEA always come to IKEA is one of the IKEAs. They have 3 recognized suppliers to them in the finishing, and Chefla is one of the priority number 1 in the group. So almost 10 to 15 lines are running across the world for IKEA from Chefla. So this is the fuse lines we supplied also. Now in the finishing itself, we have another coat, UV coating system. This is getting very prevalent now. Why? Because earlier the painting consume very much time. Say for PU, this is what we use now, polyurethane coating. So there is a time lag of 8 to 9 hours to set it dry. With the introduction of UV, once you paint it, you keep it for 30 minutes touch dry, that is flash off. So you will get a touch dry panel. Immediately pass through UV oven. Within a minute, this is dried. Not only dried, it is ready for packing. This is a beautiful invention in the sector of finishing industry. Now many companies in India, almost we introduced to 10 to 12 companies in India this system. So that means if you are making a kitchen shutter, now the approximate time is you have to do the primer, you have to do the sealer coat, then the top coat, maybe another coat also, depends on the customer's requirement. So it takes almost to do this process 1 or 2 days. Whereas in this machine, I can tell you within 1.5 hours, the first panel will come. Within 1.5 hours, I think you all heard me clear. And the second panel, with every minute, second panel will come. So only the first process will take this 1.5 to 2 hours, because it has to be applied the primer, then it has to be dried. That's how it's happening. So you got the idea what is the revolution is happening in painting industry. So these are now started using in India, and I'm just conveying you that message. And so any questions anybody can ask after this session. And I should also share you with this. This is a new technology happening world over now. And of course, in India also, there is a change. And we had very strong inquiries on this application also. This is called digital printing. So to simply explain to you what is digital printing is doing in industry of furniture, let me explain in this way. You all know laminate sheets. Laminate sheets comes in different colors. You can be teak veneer, a teak shade, beech shade, safeli, oak, cherry, you name it. Hundreds of species of woods are there. So all these laminates, what you do now, you order to a customer or your retailer, then you will source it from the producer. We have a lot of brands here. Greenlam is here, Merino is here. Likewise, many companies are around here. So depending on the order request of the customer, he will give you the laminate. Whereas for that, this companies has to stock melamine papers for each shade. Maybe for teak veneer, teak shade, they have to stock another 1,000 or 10,000 or 1 lakh. I don't know. Depends on the consumer demand. Maybe beech veneer, beech shade also has to be stocked. So all this stock, I understood from one of a customer in laminate industry, he has to keep in his store at a time almost 5 to 10 crores of rupees in stock. It's not a final product. So whenever a customer gives him a order, he just check his store. If this color is available, immediately he press it on the laminate and he send it across. That's the sale happen. Now with the introduction of digital printing, you don't have to keep any of this stock. If Bharat want a green color or a teak shade laminate, immediately print it. I am talking about 28 meters per minute. That speed this machine is 28 meters per minute. So immediately, and maybe beech veneer, cherry, chestnut, walnut, anything, because these are all datas now, because data is stored in the computer system. Anything you want to print, yes, print it, delivered. If you want a texture on it, just like a wooden texture on top, no. So that also, if you want that also effect also, it can be done. So this is going to be a game changer in the market now. And of course, I can tell you because of the NDA, I cannot disclose the name of a company because it's in Europe. They already introduced this system. Almost 5 machines have been sold now all across Europe, and 2 in US also. India is going to have one very soon. We are on discussion. And in the case of France, I was there in the factory, and they were telling me, see what I do. If somebody wants the real veneer, maybe on the tabletop, I mean, when you use the office table, yes, you want to have that feel of teak veneer and the genuineness. But if it is on the ceiling, on the wall paneling, why you want to spend so much of money? It is when you keep aside, no, you don't make out what is the difference of it, because that clarity it is. Only once you lift only you will understand this is not a wood and this is what? This is the relative of wood, replica of wood. So now the question is the price. Original teak veneer will be almost 30 to 40 square feet per rate. Now this one will be, we are talking about maybe very less, maybe 10 or 8. So this is finally the end consumer is the beneficiary on this. So I'm just telling you the technologies, what is happening in India, I mean all across the world, and this is done by UV inks. This is done by UV inks. And this is another area where Chefla is very strong enough. Ubico is a software where we use for tracking the machines. What does it mean? Once a company start production, no, you can track everything of that machine. Maybe if anything goes faulty, or any bearing is going to have an issue after some time, all those tracking can be possible with this software. I'm just giving you a brief of this because we have a lot of things in this to be explained, including how much paint used, what square feet has been used in a day. So all those things you can get it in your phone by the end of the shift. So all those things is possible with Chefla. Now I have to discuss on this Italy finishing school. I already discussed with Bharat regarding this. So what we do in Italy, we give a short-term training course it's a 1-week training course for the students who are interested in to know more about the finishing technology, where they can learn from sanding to the final finish of painting. So all the details, which kind of abrasives to be used, how which kind of sanding belt to be used, which machine to be used, then after that, how to do the primer coating, then after that, the sanding, then the drying process, then the sealer coating, then the drying process, and again sanding, then the top coat. So it can be anything. You can discuss about the UV, PU, then acrylic, anything you can. And even you know that some customers have a very special request, like, because we had a customer from who is doing tabletops for Starbucks. So what he wants is, when any coffee or teas spill on the table, that stain mark should not be there on the top of the table. So we, with the paint supplier, we developed a special combination, and we done the test in Italy in our lab, and now they are using the same chemical. That's what I believe. So all those things, no, any specific requirement, it can be cola or some other stain, maybe some hardness of the abrasiveness, maybe for the flooring. So all those tests we can do there. So it will be an opportunity. If any students are interested, please do contact with Bharat also. And I will I will inform him when the next session starts. Because of the COVID, the past 1.5 years, we didn't do any training there. So that I will inform you regarding this. And then finally, this is about Chefla, and as finishing, it is a very, very vast subject, and within this 30 minutes or so, we cannot cover, we don't reach anywhere, I can say that, and Bharat knows it well, but he wants to give a feel to our students. Yes, that is what my aim is, and just showing the lab in Italy. We have one in Italy, one in USA, one in China. Yes, Bharat, you can now take the.
Yes, sir. Now we'll start question answer session. So few questions will come from students, but till then, I would like to ask you a few questions. So as you mentioned, you can print 28 meter paper per minute.
Okay.
So what is the scope? Means how this can be? Who are your premium customer in India?
That's what I said. No, we are on a discussion with the customer. Shortly it will come. Shortly. It will
Okay.
come.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be
Okay. And one question is from Shamishta. She's asking, what is the trend now? Means, what do you think? What is the trend? People are going for PU, or they are going for laminate or acrylic? So what is the current trend?
That's a good question she asked, because now the trend, now as now I can say that now the trend, whatever happens in Europe now will be catching up in India within 1 or 2 years. That is what happened. Now in Europe, the trend is dead mat. Dead mat is below 5%. Because we have dead mats here, we have dead mat here, that is only 15 to 10%. But there are dead mats which is below 5%. Of course, I can disclose the name where we supply 2 machines in India. One is in Hyderabad and one is in Gujarat. And they are doing excellently good. And they got their brand name very famous within a quick span of 6 to 7 months time. And so I can say that dead mat will be below 5%. Will be, and it should be anti-scratch resistant, anti-fingerprint, and so these are the qualities, and little more hardness also. These are the why? Because now more of people after the COVID now are mostly doing their work from home. So all things should be little rigidity as to be counted. So that's why maybe because of that, this is the changing now.
Okay. So it will be costly affair, Ms. June, if we look at the normal laminate and this kind of laminate which you are telling about. So the cost, what is the cost difference?
It can be 10 to 20% more compared to the normal finishes. 10 to 20%.
It's not more than that.
Not more than that. Once the competition increases, I think it will come down. Because if 5 or 6 suppliers, customers buys this machine, no, then the cost will come down.
Okay.
Competition matters.
So there is another question. What is the scope after getting knowledge from Italy finishing school? So means what they can earn, means what kind of job they will get in India, and how much they can earn. The basic simple question.
I think in this now I should compliment the question who given you the question now, because he understood the opportunity in India. That's why this question has come. Very good. Okay, the opportunity is many machines are coming to India, and of course my customers need well-educated people in this to operate this machine. So Bharat ji will be one contactor. Okay.
So she's asking how much she can earn after getting this knowledge.
See, easily above 50,000 easily above 50,000.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So guys, you can understand by this statement how much you can earn. So this industry is growing. This industry, developing in India, as Tess mentioned. Nowadays, people are not relying on China. They don't want to get material from China. So India is developing, and India, India is. India can be a hub for furniture in the world. So you can make your good career in this field. Any other question, guys? Okay, one more question I can take. What is the sorry? Can we do PU on solid wood by these machines which you have shown?
Of course, we can do it. No issue.
Okay, on solid wood also.
Yeah, solid wood also. Yes.
Okay, okay. Abhijit sir, any other question from your end?
Yeah,
Sir, you are on mute. Abhijit sir, I guess you are on mute. We can't hear you, Abhijit sir.
Now I'm audible.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So first question from Saili that she asked, you have shown that digital printing device. So what is the future in India about that digital printing?
The future means we don't have to put up a big factories like laminate factories. And this will be a very, I can say that maybe now the big industries like laminate industries working with a square feet of above 1 lakh square feet. So this can be come down to drastically, maybe only the storage space they have to keep. I can say that 10,000 to 15,000 square feet. So that a reduction of 80% of capacity, I mean the floor space, it is possible.
Okay, there is one more interesting question. You have 30 years of knowledge in all this industry, and this is very less time of 1 hour to explore this. But I have two questions from students. First, that one advice you are going to give the students today, and second one, which one is your favorite finish for the interior design, which you can suggest to students?
Okay.
You have simple. Sorry, interrupting you. So you have suggested a lot of finishes like laminate, wrapping, sanding, PU, and UV. So which is your favorite and why?
Because see, always no, I move with the trend, no, because now the latest trend is, as I said, it is dead mat below 5%. Even I am redoing my kitchen in my house now. I got this panels by coming 2 months. It will be receiving from Italy. So definitely dead mat. That will be that. And regarding my 30 years of experience, see, this experience is what even Bharat also know, how we reach this position. So do hard work, be and curious always, learn something, because I started my career with my father because he got a furniture industry. So I used to go along with him for the auctions. I stay in the forest. I learn what wood is. So he used to teach me that when I am in the 10th grade, remember. So I started learning from that age onwards. So it's a continuous process. Always be curious on daily learn something. That's how you can build up your career, because this is all it comes. I never prepared for this because I had a call from Sam. He knows Sam, my colleague. So Sam asked me, yes, you are going to prepare today, no? So almost I was outside. So I said, yes. So did you prepare anything? No, I didn't prepare anything because we have our PPT and this is our experience we are going to share. It should be very natural. Otherwise, we are talking to students. This is what I earned from my experience. So that is what I can say from my heart. Okay. Yes.
SS sir, what do you think about Indian furniture market? How it is growing? Means as compared to China market or as compared to European market, what do you think? How we can grow and what kind of challenges we can face in India?
The only challenge is our infrastructure now compared to China, because we need a lot of infrastructure to be built, road activities. And apart from that, the mindset of including the students who are listening, they should start thinking like a mind transformation, like disassembly, not assembly finish. You have to disassembly the components should be finished first. Then only you get more productivity. That is what China is doing. They do everything in, they think a lot of on it. They make a design, they find out how best or easily it can be done it. And that's how they do it. And more than that, India can be equivalent to China, but I don't say equivalent to China. India can be more ahead of China now. Why? Because the discussion I am having with most of the furniture manufacturer around now, they are not asking for one machine now. They are asking for 7 and 8 machines. Yeah, that is a change. That is a change. That's what I told you rightly. We need people, well-talented, learned people in India to operate this. So that is a big possibility. And more else, we will be in a very high speed. We will be going. And as you know, our market is furniture market is above 1.5 lakh crores of rupees. And in the kitchen industry is almost 30,000 crores. And I'm just talking about the kitchen industry, 30,000 crores industry. And in that only organized sectors is only below 10%. That means 3,000 crores. And the rest is on unorganized. So we need more organized manufacturers. So maybe these young students, maybe one day will be an entrepreneur. And opportunity is very big here, very big, huge. And our advantage on now after COVID is very higher. That's what I said now, which almost 4 factories I went in the last 2 weeks now. There are US people and Europeans are there to book the orders.
So that is very correct, sir.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. Because I knew a few people who are into trading business. Means they used to sell hardware, they used to sell plywood, they used to sell laminates. Now they started setting up a factory. They started selling, They started giving complete solution. Means customer doesn't want this advice I would like to give to our students also. Nowadays customer doesn't want the only one solution. They want a complete solution. Means if they will come to you and they will ask, client will ask you, boss, you have to do my kitchen, you have to do my wardrobe, you have to do my entire bedrooms, living room, everything. They doesn't want to go for kitchen for another vendor and living room for another vendor and bedroom for another vendor. They want one-stop solution. So yes, so you should have knowledge about complete product. And as I mentioned in the first day of webinar, you should have sustainable product knowledge. And by this kind of webinars, we are trying to give you knowledge on product. We are trying to give you knowledge on designing part. We have discussed about the finishes. So guys, please understand, you have to go much further. And as Sir mentioned, this industry is growing like anything in India. People are buying, means people are going for 1 lakh square feet factory, 2 lakh square feet factory. They are not asking for one machine, they are asking for 4 or 5 machines. So some people are investing in furniture industry in India. As you know that Mahendra Singh Dhoni also, such kind of people are also investing a lot in furniture industry. So please understand, this industry is growing. You can make very good career in this industry. So if you want to learn much more about the furniture industry, you can join us and for the next 5 more days. We are interacting with different knowledgeable people on different subject or different topics. So thank you very much, Esther sir, for joining us today. One question Palak Verma has asked, last question I want to take. How much the course is going to cost as per Indian currency? Would like to learn Italy. She's asking about Italy course. So how much will be the cost in Indian currency?
See, I am working this as a special case with Bharat, and I am expecting a mail from Italy by coming days. So once it is received, I will let you know, and Bharat will be in touch with you. Definitely, within a week time. It will be.
Sir, can you tell us tentative cost? Means, if you can tell us tentative cost.
So because I can say pre-COVID time, it was 2019, it was almost below 3,000 euros, below 3,000 euros.
Okay.
Okay. That was pre-COVID time. Now after, I don't know the, so in that includes travel from Bologna airport to the factory and one week stay at hotel accommodation from Chefla, and they drop you back at the airport. So the flight ticket and visa charges has to be taken extra by the students. That is what my understanding. Okay. All the details I can send to you, Bharat. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Esther sir, thank you once again for joining us. Guys, if you want to know more about this, please call us anytime. You can ask any questions, and please visit our website www.ttaindia.com. And tomorrow again we'll meet at 5 p.m. with a new speaker, new knowledgeable person. Thanks again, Esther sir. Thanks to Team Cefla, and definitely today our students has got ample knowledge about finishes. So it's not. I know this. It's a very deep subject, and we cannot conclude this subject in 1 hour time or 40 minutes time. So it is very difficult, but you have done a very good job, Esther sir. You have given very good knowledge in this short time. You have done very good, crisp, I can say, presentation on the finishes. So thank you once again, Team Cefla and Esther sir. Okay, sir. Okay, students, bye. And tomorrow once again we'll meet at 5 p.m. तब तक स्वस्थ रहिए, मस्त रहिए, व्यस्त रहिए. Keep yourself busy in learning. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, sir.